This is brand awareness and engagement. This is not low funnel. This is not lead gen. This is not, sales. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. There's a lot of advertisers in your local markets. Anyone who's doing TV, anyone who's doing radio, they're doing brand awareness or billboards or parking benches. They've raised their hand, you're going to target people raising their hand in market. They've raised their hand and said that they believe in brand awareness and they understand it. And so the benefit here, as we all know in the customer journey, everyone, especially in the local markets, is getting sold constantly. They're seeing Facebook ads, they're seeing paid search, they're seeing TV commercials, all that stuff. The benefit with a lifestyle content series is you are providing value to that local market, to that local consumer up front. So you are saying, I am the expert, and the brand, the advertiser here is partnering with your local publisher. I am the expert in Go Green. I am the expert, and I'm providing value to my consumer first and foremost. So I'm not selling them. It accomplishes two things. One, it gets that brand awareness out for that advertiser in terms of, if this was Go Green, it was a credit union specifically, that was a local credit union that had like that, initiative about sustainability. Now people know about that credit union in the local market. They're specifically around that, and they trust that credit union because now they're providing them value in the local market, saying, hey, this is how you live a little bit more sustainably. This is how you can kind of change things. A guide to being a responsible and eco-friendly dog owner. That is a super crucial piece to any advertiser's marketing mix. Is that brand awareness, and is that authority, and is that brand value that now they're associating A, with you as a publisher, and then B, with them in that specific content. So that's kind of the value that we're focusing here. They're now going to have an audience that trusts them and that believes in what we're selling. And so then they can, utilize other marketing mixes. This is where you can build your package. If you sell lower funnel things, you could sell them additional things in lower funnel marketing tactics, but then they've built their funnel. They have that awareness, they have that trust, and then they have their lower funnel marketing tactics down funnel. You're the publisher in the space. You have the vast experience in terms of developing content. You're a publisher. So what better person to come to in terms of developing that content or partnering with content than the local publisher? The other thing too is with TV or radio or bench, billboards, there's not a lot of tracking. There's not a lot of information in terms of how many impressions have you got? What is the engagement on the content? What is the page view? So this is a little bit also more advanced in terms of brand awareness, and then they're getting tracking as well. There are also opportunities where you can run, additional stuff on Facebook or other opportunities. So they're getting that brand awareness, but they're getting the digital aspect of that with tracking that they're not going to get specifically on radio, right? Their radio report or their billboard report is, I think we got 80,000 people to listen to this, and good luck, and we hope you did something else. At least with the digital side and digital component, they're getting brand awareness, and then they have that digital data that they can then leverage for other pieces of their marketing. 30 to 40% of the time, people are going in making these pitches thinking that it's going to be Go Green, and they actually start having conversations about something else. We've had a couple people actually buy multiple series, but we've also had situations where you go in thinking it's going to be Go Green, and actually, it's a solar panel company, and they actually say, well, I think I'm a little bit more interested in Home Sweet Home, for different reasons. And so you might consider them as a good fit for some, but they might have other initiatives or other focuses. Really, like I said, it all goes back to, if someone is reading that piece of content from this lifestyle series, have they raised their hand, and is that the right person within the target market of that advertiser?
I think it also shows kind of the strength of the program that you're launching as well. So it's not just running one vertical or just one health series. You're actually launching several of them. So 9 or 10, depending on how we feel about cannabis. So that kind of shows that the strength of what you now have as a content studio is that you're producing content in multiple categories from multiple different advertisers. They're not going to feel so alone either. Like, oh, okay, I'm going to try this out. I'm the first one. This seems like I'm just testing it. No, we're going to launch this in a bunch of different categories with a lot of different advertisers, just like you, in different categories. I feel like they're kind of part of the team. So no harm in that. And it's always good just to show the strength of the content you guys are going to be rolling out. All right. So each of the series also have 4 content pillars. Shared. Explain how this works for all of these.
So best practice within content marketing, just in general, this is not just on a publisher site, but if the advertisers, a lot of the advertisers that are the best fits for this are also investing in content marketing themselves. So content pillars specifically allow you to become the expert in that space. And these are these pillars of themes within a kind of an overarching theme. So Go Green is the overarching theme. And then there are pillars within Go Green: sustainable living, One Thing, green future, and green pets, that all of the pieces of content are written around. Really important to showcase exactly what this is going to look like on your publisher site. So there are opportunities for demos.
We are at the top of the website there on yoursun.com, and you guys have an amazing placement for this unit. Is right here on the left side is an IRA right for you. So great placement. This would be presented by your sponsor. You click into it. So they're going to get this presented by up at the top. You're going to get the right rail. Dave, I know you're out there. I saw you already. So do you want to talk through a little bit about how you set this up, and then just a little bit about really what the sponsor is getting? Then we'll get into your packages too here in a second.
Yeah, I think the key to this is be persistent. It's easy to get in and to go in to try to present this like we would an ROP buy, and it's really very, very different. This really does position your advertising partner as the expert in the field in your market, and I think that's fantastic. The way we've put it up, this is an article page. All of ours will reside in the third spot down on our websites. It is positioned there, but there are also a couple of bells and whistles. We put a lot of eyeballs behind this because, to Julia's point earlier, this is an audience tool. This is to get somebody who's not maybe at the bottom of the sales funnel, who's out there. This is to keep you high up there in people's awareness and top of mind. So this has with us, you'll not only get your 4 or 5 content sets articles each week, but you get companion ads that link off to the advertiser's website. You get a section where they can jump off to your advertiser's Facebook or other pages. It really is a good solution, and I love selling branded content. I think the Be Persistent was the MMAE out of our Venice, Florida office, Kevin Bedrosian. He and I identified targets, and he took me out on 3-4 leg calls, all to real estate brokers. And it wasn't until the third call that we got a yes, but a very enthusiastic yes from our new branded content sponsor and partner.